Good morning students. In previous video we had learned about internal structure of the heart. Now today we are going to learn about the blood vessels and circulation. So here the scientists what they discovered, how they discovered the blood vessels, that we are going to learn now. So here Girolamo Fabrizi was an Italian scientist. Girolamo Fabrizi was an Italian scientist. He studied the legs veins. He studied about legs, how the blood vessels work in that. Blood vessels are two types, no? Arteries and veins. Arteries carry the oxygenated blood from heart to the body parts, and veins carry the deoxygenated blood, collect and deoxygenated blood. It carries to the heart. So here Girolamo Fabrizi worked about the leg veins. Girolamo Fabrizi was noticed that veins. He noticed that veins had small valves. What he noticed? He noticed that veins had small valves. The blood moved in one direction in the veins. The walls folded towards the walls of the blood vessels. The blood moved in one direction. If the blood moved in one direction, the walls present in the veins folded towards the walls of the veins. Walls of the blood vessels or veins, so that the blood could pass without trouble. If the blood moved in opposite direction, the walls closed. If the blood moved in opposite direction, the walls closed. This means there is only one way walls. This is mean by there is only one way valves. Veins force the blood to move towards the heart. Veins force the blood to move towards the heart. Once more, Girolamo Fabrizi was an Italian scientist, Italian doctor, and he was a scientist also. He was noticed that he studied the leg veins. He was noticed that veins had small valves. If the blood moved in one direction, the valves present in the blood vessels folded towards the towards the walls of the blood vessels. Then the blood could pass without any trouble. If the blood moved in one direction, the valves folded towards the walls of the vessels, then the blood could pass without any trouble. If the blood moved in the opposite direction, the valves closed. This means there are only one-way valves. Veins force the blood towards the heart, move towards the heart. This he discovered. And what about another doctor? The William Harvey was a doctor. After finishing of his study, he was an Englishman. So William Harvey was an Englishman. After finishing of his studies, he was also a doctor. After finishing of his studies, he went to Italy to work under the Fabrizi. And he also said that his blood had double direction, double circulation. He said that blood has in the heart, the blood has double circulation. If oxygenated blood from right ventricle to the lungs. Already I told you in last video, in previous video, pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood from right ventricle to the lungs. Understood? So who said this? William Harvey. See here, Fabrici said that the blood has double circulation. If one started from the right ventricle, it left by the way of arteries to the lungs, from the right ventricle to the lungs, and returned by the way of the veins to the left atrium. Already I told you that pulmonary veins carry the oxygenated blood from lungs to the left atrium. Same as here, from lungs to the, see, and the blood returned from the lungs by the way of the veins to the left atrium. Now one circulation is finished. One circulation is finished. From right atrium onwards, from right atrium to the, by the pulmonary artery, from right atrium to the lungs. Then from lungs to the, from pulmonary vein to the left atrium. Understood? Left atrium. So now and from there into the left ventricle. From there to the left atrium to left ventricle. From the left ventricle to the way, by the way of arteries to the body parts. And again from the left ventricle onwards, the aorta and some other arteries arises, and the rest of the body and return by the way of veins, and the blood from the right atrium to the blood reaches to the left ventricle, and we see here from the left atrium to the left ventricle the blood reaches. From the left ventricle the blood reaches the body parts by the way of arteries, and then the blood is collected from the veins and it again reaches the heart. This is the another circulation. That means from lungs to the heart, heart to the lungs, one circulation, and from the body parts to the heart, heart to the body parts is one more circulation. So how many circulations are there? Two circulations are there. Who said this one? William Harvey said. Next, one more scientist is Marcello Malpighi. One more scientist is Marcello Malpighi. He studied the wings of the bat. Who studied Marcello Malpighi studied the wings of the bat and find very fine blood vessels in the membrane of the wings of the wings having membrane, a small thin membrane. So in that membrane, Marcello Malpighi found some fine blood vessels, fine hair-like blood vessels, and they are connected to the arteries and veins. Then he gave the name as capillaries. In Latin, capillaries means hair. In Latin, capillaries means hair. So they are just like hair. That's why he gave the name as capillaries. So who discovered the capillaries now? Marcello Malpighi. The blood circulation. Who discovered the blood circulation? William Harvey. The way who discovered the veins? Girolamo Fabrici. And next, now in which blood vessels valves are present? In veins valves are present. In veins valves are present. This you have to understand. Now we have given one activity in page number 56. Let us read now that activity. So here let us repeat the classical experiment to demonstrate the movement of blood vessels in veins conducted by William Harvey in early 17th century, when there was no compound microscope or any other modern equipment. Here we have given the experiment about that one. Here the pictures are given in page number 56. one, tie a tourniquet just above the elbow of a person as shown in the figure 8. So you have to first take one stick in one hand and you have to keep tightly and tie a tourniquet here and tie a tourniquet here. Then you can see. Now ask him or her to hold the fist with a piece of cloth or a roller in the hand. Now the blood vessels can see more prominently. If you tie here, you can see blood vessels more prominently like this in the picture. Now find the undivided blood vessel where we have to work for the next few minutes. At the end of the blood vessel, farthest from the elbow, apply steady pressure so as to close its activity. Now apply pressure from the elbow towards the palm slowly and observe the changes in the blood vessels. So if you press like this, as shown in the picture, if you press like this, you can understand about the blood vessels, how they are arranged. Harvest demonstration. So if you keep the tourniquet here and if you take the piece of cloth or roller or a stick, then you can understand the blood vessels. Find undivided blood vessels, you can see where we have to work for next few minutes. Now at the end of the blood vessel, farthest from the elbow, apply steady pressure. If you apply steady pressure so as to close its cavity, so you can observe the tight blood vessels here. Now apply pressure from elbow towards then the palm slowly and observe the changes in the blood vessels. Observe the blood vessels, how the blood is passing through it, you can understand. So here arteries and veins pictures are given. That arteries and veins pictures you have to once see. The arteries and veins pictures. Now what are the arteries? Answer the questions. In which blood vessels valves are found? What do you think is the function of the valves in them? The valves are present in veins and they give one direction, the circulation of blood in one direction. Why do subcutaneous blood vessels bulge on the side way from the heart when the hand is tied? Because of passing blood towards heart is stopped. Because of passing blood towards heart is stopped. What is the question? Why do subcutaneous blood vessels bulge on the side way from the heart when the hand is tied? Because of passing blood towards heart is stopped. Next, the deep-seated blood vessels, that means the arteries, bulge on the side towards the heart when tied. What do you understand from it? Passing away from the heart is stopped. Now here arteries carry the blood from the heart to the body parts. So passing away from the heart to the body parts is stopped. Next, there are valves in the heart between atria and ventricles. Is the purpose of valves in the veins and heart same? No. Bad flow of the blood is not allowed. No. Black flow of blood is not allowed. Why the arteries are deeply seated in the body, whereas veins are seated on peripheral part of the body? Because the arteries has the pressure to supply the blood to overall the body, but veins do not have that type of pressure. So here that's why they are less rigid, and veins have valves to carry the blood from the body parts to the heart. Next one is here one table 3 is given that you have to fulfill. Structure or function of blood vessels. Next, artery and vein. What is this one? In first column it is given structure or function of the blood vessel, in second column artery, and in third column vein. So first one, what? Thickness of walls. So in artery, thickness of walls is more, means thick. Next, in vein, walls are thin. Next, second one, valves. Valves are absent in arteries. Valves are present in veins. Capacity to retain shape when blood is absent. Can retain, cannot retain. So arteries can retain and veins can retain and arteries cannot. Direction of blood flow, heart to organs, by the organs to heart. Arteries carry the blood from heart to organs. Veins carry the blood from body parts to heart. Next, fifth one, pressure in the blood vessels. In arteries it is high and in veins it is low. Type of blood transported. Arteries carry oxygenated blood and veins carry deoxygenated blood. So these are the differences between arteries and veins. So now today's class is finished. So you have to once read the topic and understand the topic. Next, try to write the topic in your fair notes.